Hello. What's up, guys? It's time yet again for my super rare quarterly vids, and I'm back after I don't know another 3 months, 4 months. But what's up, guys? Okay. Um, I recently woke up. Right now it's Jesus, what time is it? 4:22 a.m. Well, not recent, like an hour-ish ago. Okay, but bored and I'm sort of motivated, I guess, to post a vid. So I want to do it now before, because who knows what I'm gonna think tomorrow or whatnot. But yeah, just want to say this is gonna be a little bit of a detail of like what this channel is mainly about. Okay, and just want to tell you guys right now that this channel, I don't want you guys to think of it as an ADHD channel, or like, oh, how to ADHD or something like that, where it's just specific ADHD, but more generally, it's just gonna be about life, okay? Like the rudimental aspects of life, I guess, or at least close to it if I can. Trying to be as genuine as possible. That's another thing. No cuts, no fancy intro, no fancy outro, nothing like that. And so you guys can see a bit more of what reality is. There are limitations with that, right? But at least you can get more of a like a more clear picture compared to like what's out there on YouTube, right? And I say this because like I've mentioned before in previous vids and stuff, that there's like everything I see, right? I'm like just seeing through it, and there's just like it's like there's a facade for everything, right? Everyone's putting up this facade. What you know is truth is not necessarily true, right? What you find value in, right? There might not really be true value, or at least like not in my opinion, or something else. But yeah, I just want to be talking about these things, right? When we hype something up, when we uh degrade something and stuff like this, like all of these things, right? So just want to say it in like my own way, right? Without any like fancy tricks and whatever. Like also, uh, sometimes it's going to be, uh, maybe it's gonna be rehearsed or whatever, right? Number of times I do it here. That's another thing, like right there, right? Rehearsal, not in the sense that me actually doing take one, take two, but in the sense of me just how I'm like saying it in my head or something, or as I'm doing something else in life and I'm just thinking about the words or whatnot, right? And just other things like that. Okay. Uh, I'm not going to monetize these videos. These will never be monetized. Okay. These will never be sponsored, and I shouldn't even be worried about that because my channel is, it's pretty fucking tiny. But yeah. But there's also a lot of beauty in that too, because I feel like that my subscribers, at least, or at least in my eyes, I think are, can't speak for everybody, right? There might be some trolls on the things and just waiting to see my doom, or bots or something like that. But I think for the most part that like the way I set my account up and stuff, it's set up in a way where that if you want to find me, right? Like that's what it is. You have to find me, right? By the search words and stuff like this. I'm very sort of, I'm more like conservative with my keywords, right? And some of these things, I'm not gonna be putting up like these big this type of keyword that will, will catch a lot of foot traffic, like compared to like if other YouTubers use these words and stuff like this. But yeah, so I like that. I appreciate that, right? And right now I think my subscriber count is at 72, which is crazy for me, because uh like I said, I mentioned before, it's not about the actual number. It's about so it's like, quality, not quantity, right? And yeah, it's like how I imagine it. That's like me in some sort of classroom, and there's like 72 of you, or like some sort of meeting, and there's 72 of you listening, but you know, not all at the same time and whatnot. But I really like that, and also this platform, right? Being one of which where it's like not everybody, like the way I act right here on YouTube, this is not a reality, right? In some sense, right? Because when I'm outside in the real world and stuff like this, I don't go around telling people about, oh, I have a or at least not a lot, or like try to sell myself, but like unless the conversation it sort of relates to it and they seem interested, maybe I'll do that, right? But yeah, majority of people, right? They don't know that I have a YouTube account. My mom doesn't know I have a YouTube account, like all of these things, it's just so when I come here, this is sort of like an outlet for me to find me, okay? Or at least I'll, depending on which like I forgot what they call it, societal system you're in, say that, I don't know, it's like, I forgot what it's called, mesosis, it's like some sort of, there's some sort of thing you learn like in certain course like sociology or something like, whatever, it's like different places you act differently, say school, say your work, say church, say with your girlfriend, your spouse, something like that, right? And this never really gets out, right? But say that like after I come back from work, or it's like every time when I'm alone, right? I'll just be having these kinds of thoughts, and it's like these thoughts, they should be here in YouTube for, this is like, this is a part of, this is me, and it's like a huge chunk of it's me, even though I'm barely on here and I need to be on here more, right? And I'm gonna try to be more consistent and stuff, right? But like I said, it really sucks. I should be consistent because there's a lot I want to say, but usually it's like I have other things, I'm prioritizing and stuff like this, and unfortunately, I can't, or at least not now, right? Doing this as a career. I want this information to be free, okay? I don't want this to be skewed and like or biased in some sort of sense because of sponsorships and all these other things, and why I do certain things like I'm very nitpicky about. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, wrapping it up. This is what this channel is about. This is about life. Okay, I want to talk about a little bit of everything that I'm just noticing and stuff, about the information I've gathered across my lifetime and things that catch my eye, and all of these things that maybe have been pushed underneath the rug. It's been overlooked at and stuff. So yeah, thank you for having me back on this show. Thanks, and hopefully you guys will see me more. Like really, I just want to say hopefully, because who the fuck knows how I'm gonna be thinking tomorrow or whatnot. But yeah, I hope everyone's well, and peace. Bad pause.